for joining us, Mike. We're speaking shortly after Anirban won the Indonesian Masters. It's a great deal for India. Indians are looking good on the Asian Tour.
They certainly are. I mean, not just in the Asian Tour, but also in the official World Golf Rankings. I just had a look. I think Anirban's now up to number 67 in the world.
That's right.
You've got Gagan there, of course, in the top 200 alongside Shiv. And there are many, many more young Indians who are coming through, and fantastic to see.
Yeah. But you've obviously seen the talent grow from India on the Asian Tour, because that's really the logical next step for them when they're playing on the PGTI. How impressed are you with the talent, and what do you find most promising going ahead?
Well, I think first of all, I'm very impressed by the talent. Not just the talent on the course and inside the ropes, but also outside, which is more and more important today in the professional game, where the likes of Anirban and Gagan in particular are able to hold their own, whether it's an audience with sponsors, whether it's an audience with their peers, or with business leaders, which in a professional sports world is very, very important. So that has been fantastic to see that these young golfers and young athletes are so well-rounded, which is they're a credit to the Asian Tour, and certainly as a brand ambassador for the Asian Tour, we certainly would support them. In terms of the talent coming through, I think again we're seeing more and more young Indians being exposed to the game, taking the game up, and of course we've got some great talent coming through the PGTI, coming through local through local opportunities and local coaching, etc. And there's a wealth of talent coming through. Rashid Khan again was up in the top 5 when Anirban won. At 19 years old.
Yes,
is just fantastic.
I was very pleased to see that we had 3 good names in the first top 10 on the Asian Tour merit, and 2 in the first 5. Very impressive.
Absolutely. Well, the 2 big powerhouses of golf today in terms of talent coming out of Asia is India and Thailand.
Yes.
And I think part of that is to do with the role models that they've had, and the inspiration that the Thais have had through people like Thongchai Jaidee, and the Indians through Jeev who has sort of come the generation before. All this young talent is now coming through.
Indeed. Let me ask you, you have focused on the way Indians look at golf, and of late also seen how we conduct our business around it. What are the challenges there, and where can India make a mark?
Well, I think the challenge from an Indian market perspective is that whilst the Indian market from an Asian perspective is one of the biggest TV markets, one of the biggest commercial markets, one of the biggest sports sponsorship markets, as well as I do, it's cricket. Cricket is the top sport, it's the number 2 sport, it's the number 3 sport. So I think that we are slowly, I think, breaking through to let business understand that golf is a very valuable platform that they can use, and now particularly with the young Indian professionals breaking through on a world stage and being able to hold their own on the world stage. So I think it's a matter of time. I certainly believe in the Indian market. We're investing right now in the Indian market for the future, because I think not only with the wealth of talent that are coming through, but the number of golf courses that are being developed, the opportunity to expose more people to the sport, can only augur well for the professional game, and from a business perspective as well, in terms of using the golf platform as a business tool and as a marketing tool.
How upset are you with the fact that India actually lost out on a big tournament, a co-sanctioned tournament with the European Tour last year, and we're beginning to still wonder whether many smaller tours or tournaments are going to be more effective, or a large Big Bang one? What do you think is the issue there?
Well, I think long term the Indian market has the capacity to host actually quite a number of tournaments. I mean, if you look at our biggest markets in Asia, again you've got Malaysia with 4 significant major tournaments, Thailand again similar with 4 tournaments. I think India has the capacity for 6, 7, 8 tournaments in the future, and all of them being significant, and the market is big enough. There is enough scope in terms of business and opportunity in that market to help with that. But short term, we do go through these business cycles where whether it's a specific sponsor has issues in terms of their business objectives, and whether sponsors change all the time. But I think, at the end of the day, golf is strong in India. It will not only survive, but really flourish in the market in India, and I think the future is very, very bright.
Great. One final question, and that's about the role of digital can play. GolfingIndian.com is really the digital, face of golf in India. and we're trying to put out more and more videos, more interviews. How crucial do you think social media and digital are to the growth of golf today?
Well, I think if you look at the profile and demographic of people who are interested in golf, particularly in an Indian market, that profile is becoming younger and younger and younger, and the young generation are obviously consuming media in a much different way than, well, certainly I did when I was growing up. And it's really about connecting with that younger generation, exposing them to the game of golf, inspiring them to become involved in the game of golf, and making it fun for them in many ways to get them interested. So I think we're certainly focused on a digital strategy. We're putting out as much content as we can over all of our platforms, whether again it's the website, whether it's social media platforms like Twitter and Facebook, etc. And we're certainly more than open to cooperating with every partner that we have in the digital space. It's the digital space is long tail. So in other words, we can't cover all of the digital space ourselves, and so we need partners to do that with us, and partners who have the same vision as we do in terms of growing the game of golf in India are very, very welcome.
Great, thanks so much. We look forward to that. We're going to actually hold you up on that word.
Okay.